mess with. I steal from my mama before I mess with your shit. And you know this, man.
We'll see.
Florida Evans looking motherfucker. What's up, man?
What's up?
Why you ain't at work?
Got fired yesterday.
For real? I thought you had a day off yesterday.
I did. I went in there to pick up my check, came home. Supervisor called me about 4 o'clock. Talking about they got me on videotape stealing boxes.
What the fuck you doing stealing boxes for? What, you trying to build a clubhouse? Man, I know you ain't go out like that.
Hell no. They ain't got me on tape. She said they did. Fired me on the spot. Talking about pressing charges.
God damn. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off. Pop's talking about kicking you out again?
Yep.
Oh, God damn.
Well, Hunter Tim's crew, what's poppin'? It's your girl Melly Mel up in here. What's going on? What's poppin', y'all? Make sure y'all smash that like button. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Well, as if we didn't know that was coming. But your boy Shay here, Shannon Not So Sharp, has officially been fired from ESPN. And this comes weeks after settling with that OnlyFans model that he, for actual assault. And initially he was set to, he was looking to settle with her, or she was looking for a settlement, something to that effect. But he declined to pay said offer. And she ended up getting more. She wanted to settle, I believe she was asking for $10 million. He declined. She ended up suing him for $50 million. So he ended up settling that with her. The amount I am not sure of, but I'm pretty sure it was more than $10 million. And ended up blowing a $100 million deal, as well as losing his job at ESPN for an OnlyFans model, who is, by the way, 19. Shannon Sharpe is middle-aged. He's almost 60 years old. And he blew the entire bag for a 19-year-old child. I know 18 is of legal adult age in the United States, but in my world, that's a child. That is a child, sir. What are you doing? What are you doing? So he did announce, he announced that he, ESPN decided to let him go. And he did react to that. And in true Shannon Sharpe form, he did make a public statement. I don't know how much accountability this statement is, but or has in it, or lack thereof. But y'all let me know. All right, y'all, let's get into this clip, y'all.
I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me. And I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do. And I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you.
Didn't sound too remorseful to me. More so sounded like you wanted to get fired on your terms. That's kind of not how employment works. When you work for a company or an organization, especially one that is of the magnitude of Disney, who is the parent company of ESPN, when you work for like a big corporation, a company like that, you don't get to pick and choose the day you get fired. And you gotta be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off. Listen, I have a question. Sir, I'm sorry I upstaged you. I'm sorry that this is going to make the headlines over you being inducted into the Hall of Fame. How about I apologize for embarrassing you and our family? Sorry that this scandal has overshadowed your huge moment, and I'm so proud of you, and I look forward to your induction ceremony, and we're going to celebrate something to that effect. No? Okay. You was just hoping this whole thing was going to start on Monday. Gotcha. You was going to party all week until Monday, then he's going to wait till you get fired? All right. So, yeah, that whole thing. And while you're so concerned about your family, and I'm using air quotes on this one, while you're so concerned about your family, you are the same man that gave your daughter a budget of $30,000 for her wedding. You gave her a budget of $30,000 for her wedding. You paid that OnlyFans model, who is not your wife or your daughter, or a family member, or a close friend by any means. You gave her well over $10 million. But you put your daughter on a cheap budget of $30K. $30K is like some people's salaries in this country. Yearly salaries, that is. That's like a drop in the bucket for you. And maybe a vacation for you. Oh boy. That whole thing. So, Shannon. Yeah, that whole thing. But let me share this. Let me share my screen with y'all, because Shannon just can't get enough, boy. I tell you, he's, whew. I don't. You may be a smart businessman, and hell of an entertainer, hell of an athlete. I'm never gonna take that away from you. But as far as your level of like common sense, ooh, Lord, ooh, not so sharp, buddy. But let's see what we have here. And shout out to the Shade Room, and I'm gonna put their link in the description of this video as well. Fair use. We're gonna see what they say here. ESPN parts ways after Shannon Sharpe settles grape lawsuit. Okay, trigger warning, trigger warning. The lawsuit isn't the only legal trouble that Shannon Sharpe is faced with, actually. We'll get to that in a second. But he's actually been off the air since April, with ESPN. And at that time, he announced that he was taking a break, to focus on his family and, I guess reset and revamp and things like that, amid the lawsuits and the allegations and things like that, and that damaging audio that came out that he was going to, put hands, on the young lady that he was dating at the time. in lieu of that, I guess ESPN, they, took their time, evaluated the situation, and made the decision to part ways with Shannon Sharpe. And again, like I said, Disney is the parent company of ESPN, and of course, Disney prides itself, at least on the outside, surface level, face value. They pride themselves on being a family oriented corporation and business. So of course they can't have salacious and scandalous, lawsuits and things like that, especially with great allegations and things like that. They can't have that associated with their company. So they have decided to sever ties with Shannon Sharpe, right? And again, he initially could have settled with the young lady with $10 million, but decided to fight it, and ended up having to pay her a lot more than $10 million anyway. That whole thing. But to add insult to injury, there is another lawsuit coming Shannon's way, and this time it's including his partner and co-host, Ochocinco. And now Chad Ochocinco and Shay Media are being sued for $20 million by a woman who went viral at the Usher concert. And she's claiming defamation and emotional distress. So, of course, where there's one lawsuit, more are to come or more will follow. And for those that are not familiar with the woman in question, that's suing Shannon Sharpe and Ochocinco. This woman attended an Usher concert. Usher now this was his residency in Vegas, and during his one of his songs, Usher does the whole dramatics and the seduction and the seductive singing and things like that, and the sensual singing. And he then hands him some cherries, I believe, to place in one of his fans or concert goers' mouths, if you will. Trigger warning. Allegedly, this is the woman that attended the concert and that is now suing them because she said she wasn't married at the time. Now, according to this footage, it looks as if she was married, but she was headed to divorce. So I don't know how, I don't know the timeline of her divorce and things like that. I guess we'll see it when the lawsuit, comes out in open court and it becomes public record and we can see it like that. But according to this video right here, she still looks very well married, but she looks like she's on her way to Divorceville. But y'all check it out. Y'all let me know. Drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all think.
Man, you got me messed up, Bridget.
Y'all, I have to record him, y'all. He's doing too much.
What?
You doing too much.
You had him you sit up here, go to an Usher concert. You let him put cherries in your mouth,
What
Bridget.
are you saying?
You let him. I'm your husband.
Usher.
And you recording me?
It's just
you recording me?
Yes,
so
I am recording you. I'm going to use this evidence to show people how you are always operating in your feminine energy. Again, yes, you're constantly in your feminine energy. I cannot deal. I cannot. Look at you. Get it together,
You let him
Cedric.
stuff cherries down your throat. You let Usher put cherries in your mouth. And you talking about feminine energy?
Babe, everybody did that. What's wrong with you?
You talking about feminine energy?
Yes, yeah. Hey, I have to do this because you're just dramatic.
Whatever.
Overly dramatic. What is your problem? What do you think get back in this? Get in this house. Get in here. Leaving me? You could never. You could never leave me. What is your problem?
You know what? You know what? Anything but that. You embarrassed me. You said that. You did.
Cedric, you just make sure that's what you want to do. You don't think that I can have somebody in your place
You're married.
8 ways from Sunday.
You're
Do you
married,
understand?
woman.
Do you
You're
understand
married.
me?
You're married,
Okay,
woman.
I understand. I
You're
understand. The only thing you should be embarrassed about is your behavior. You're out here acting like a whole female.
I'm gone.
Get back in. I'm not going to beg you. I'm not.
I'm gone.
What I'm not going to do is beg you.
Okay, all right. See you later. See you later. Yeah.
Now, according to that video, allegedly that was her. Allegedly. Lady, don't sue me. I got student loans. Don't do that. But allegedly that was her. Now, if it wasn't her, that sure was a dramatic reenactment of what was to become of her. Divorce. So yeah, that whole thing. So this woman is suing, like I said, she's suing Chad Ochocinco, and she's suing Shay for defamation, saying that she wasn't married at the time, but when they reported on the story, they did say, you know, they indicated that she was married. Now, again, like I said, I don't know what is to become of this lawsuit. You know, possibly a settlement. You know, they may just go ahead and settle to to a good. One moment. My apologies. Now, they may settle to avoid, you know, having to pay out any more money, because again, like I said, being that he lost out on that $100 million deal, he doesn't really have a lot of money to shell out to everybody, you know. So he has to be mindful of his coins. So he has to be very, very mindful of that. So that's just that's pretty bad in and of itself. That's another that's another slew of issues that Shay has going on. He's losing endorsements, he's losing brand deals, he's losing you know, his jobs at major corporate companies and things like that. So I don't know, we shall see. But again, Shay, like other celebrities, they're finding different spaces, you know, maybe if not on TV, radio and or podcasting, and that seems to be working out really well for them. I know, like a lot of rappers, a lot of, you know, either rappers that are, you know, either retired rappers or rappers that haven't really toured in a while or made music currently, they're you know, getting into the podcasting game, which has actually been very lucrative and very successful for a lot of them. So you know, they're all following on that trend and doing that. So we'll see. We'll see what's to become of Club Shay. We'll see. And Shay, I just hope you learn your lesson from this situation. This is a lot of money to be shelling out for a lesson. It really is. This is a lot of money to be shelling out for this type of lesson. Now, the woman that's suing Shay and Ochocinco, she demanded that they take the videos down when they reported on her, you know, at the Usher concert, but they didn't take them down. So now she's joining in on the suing bandwagon. So again, like I said, we'll see what's to come of that. And Shay, do better, because I'm sure, you know, you didn't work this hard at your age. You know, it's the grind is going to get a little harder. You know, you're closer to retirement age. You don't want to give up your whole 401k to these OnlyFans. You don't want to give up your whole pension and, you know, your retirement plans and your IRAs and all this type of stuff to random, you know, onlookers and things like that for a quick payday. So just move better. And where's your PR team? Where are your people? Or is it that nobody can tell you anything? Is that what it is? It's like a pride game with you? Because Monique tried to tell you. Cat Williams tried to tell you. One of the top, Cat Williams, the highest viewed interview you've had on your show. And you wouldn't think he was dropping some type of game or knowledge to listen to take heed to? No? I guess. I suppose. But I guess you kind of got fired on your day off, bro. But speaking of, and keeping in lieu of the keeping in tune with the Friday theme, another celebrity that's looking like they're about to do a little piece of time, or maybe have to pay out something in some lawsuit money. I don't know how much money he has left, because the last movie he did was Friday. But well, I'm sure he's done a movie or two after that. But you know, the most successful movie that we remember is Friday. But another celebrity that's looking like he's gonna have to do some type of situation is Faison Love. Yeah, Faison Love actually is facing criminal charges out in San Diego. Let's take a look here. Let me share my screen, y'all. Yeah, make sure y'all smashing that like button. Let's take a look here. Let's go to NBC7 in San Diego, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me just share my screen here. And yeah, y'all give me 1 second.
A San Diego County judge ruled today that there is enough evidence to move forward with a criminal trial for a well-known comedic actor. Faison Love is charged with felony assault. The actor is accused of ripping a credit card reader off a hotel lobby check-in desk last August and throwing it at a clerk. That woman says she suffered a concussion. Prosecutors say Love was angry after a booking he made through a third-party app could not be honored. The hotel clerk does not want to be identified, but she described the incident on the witness stand today during the preliminary hearing.
Mr. Love again was just going off on repeatedly cussing them out. Everything was every other word was a cuss word, and it was getting louder. I then proceeded to say, okay, that's enough. And Mr. Love looked directly at me, pulled the credit card machine off, and threw it at my direction.
Love's defense attorney says that the clerk told police the night of the incident that Love threw the credit card reader between her and another coworker, not directly at the woman. Love pleaded not guilty to the charges. A trial date has now been set for January.
That whole thing. That whole thing. So Big Worm. I don't know. Shay, you might be taking a page out of Big Worm book. You better slow down. Because Big Worm Faison hasn't worked in a very long time. He hasn't had many successful projects in years. And if you don't want to be out here looking like him, I suggest you slow down with those OnlyFans models. Get you a nice 60-year-old, 55, 50. Go 50. I'll give you 50. 50, that's a good solid difference. Go about 50. Name Bernice, Sandra, Bernadette, something to that effect. You got to get the old school names. Don't get no new school chicks because you're just going to take your money. You're going to be wrecking that court. Get you an old school name, an old school chick, somebody that's going to ride for you, hold you down, cook you a good meal when you get off the road or from filming something. Get you a nice, solid 50-year-old. She ain't going to have the energy like the 19-year-olds, but she will be there to cook a good meal for you. She ain't going to take you for your money because she want a nice roof over her head. She want one place to stay. See, the 19-year-olds, they just want your money, say going to the next dude. You see how this is working out for you, bro? Just saying. You don't want to end up like Faison. Out here talking about it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Bruh, that's just my personal opinion. Y'all drop in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Y'all feel bad for Shay? Y'all feel bad he's shelling out all his money, losing all his money? Now remember, remind you, this is the same man that gave his own daughter a budget of $30,000. $30,000. Now remember, to the average American, that's a yearly salary. Some Americans don't even see that kind of money, or they wouldn't even see past that amount. But he gave his daughter a budget of $30K for her wedding, while he paid an OnlyFans model well over $10 million, and could possibly have to pay this Usher concert goer millions of dollars as well. So he's making random strangers millionaires before his own child. Just food for thought. And again, I'm not talking about entitlement and this, that, and the third, and what this person deserves and all that. I'm just saying about making sound decisions and where your priorities lie. That's all I'm saying. You the father of the bride, you're supposed to be excited with her. Normally, traditionally, the father of the bride pays for the wedding. You are Shannon Sharpe, so you do have it. You got it. It's not like, you looking around like, which credit card I'm gonna put it on, or I gotta take out this loan to pay for it. You got it. But I guess. But like I said, you don't want to end up like Big Worm out there. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just be careful. Pick your poison, because these women will Get your bruh. Just saying. Well, the OnlyFans models, not all women. The OnlyFans model, yeah, definitely. That's what they in the game for. It is, you know what I'm saying? That's what they in the game for. And again, Shannon, you are of AARP age. You are damn near a senior citizen. You are close to retirement. You don't have no time to be going back in the club with these YNs talking about something. I'm looking for a good time and I just want somebody to hold me down. You're not gonna find nobody you're not gonna find them chicks in that club. Not at the rate these YNs going. No. You are not gonna find no chick in no club in this day and age in 2025 at your age. No. Don't sit around here and look like Big Worm, like Face on Love, and sit around here and be back at start and back at scratch. Singing in the club with them YNs talk about I can't go broke. Brother, you can go broke. Watch yourself and watch your money and do better. Do better, Shannon. Do better. And be sharper than that. Thank you kindly. 110's crew, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Replay crew, make sure you smash that like button. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Shannon, I'm telling you, listen to Melly Mel. This Melly Mel talking here. From one list to another. Listen to me, sir. I'm trying to tell you. Don't sit around here and end up back in the club with them YNs. Talk about something. Oh, I'm in the club. I'm good. I can't go broke. Brother, you can go broke.
Look, I don't think it's possible, bro. I can't go broke. I like to stay up out the mix. I don't want I don't think it's possible, bro. I can't go broke. I like to stay up out the mix. I don't want no smoke. I don't think it's possible, bro. I can't go broke. I like to stay up out the mix. I don't want no smoke. I paid it off with all cash. I don't want no note. You really good at everything, but I don't want your throat. I don't want that. Matter of fact, I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. I'm really tired of being in the stew, bro. I'm about to quit. Somebody call my A&R now. Tell them get me out of here, cause I'm about to flip. Bad bitches in the B&B. I'm okay with that. Just hear your song and turn it off. We don't play it back. I'm waiting on my money. While you playing, just pay it back. And no, we not together. Why the f keep saying that? 30 Crown Street, bro. I know where you staying at. You shot the wrong person. Who the f was you aiming at? I'm talking to a label. What's the name? I ain't saying that. A Zeddy feature about $100. Who paying that? She gon' take a plan. She don't wanna have no baby yet. I'm trying to figure out when I'ma move. I ain't ready yet. You don't got a big back. I would say that you heavy set. I'm a playmaker. I be passing like Jerry West. 30 Crown Street, bro. I know where you staying at. You shot the wrong person. Who the f was you aiming at? I'm talking to a label. What's the name? I ain't saying that. A Zeddy feature about $100. Who paying that? She gon' was playing checkers when I started. I'm playing chess. Zaya crash out. Promise you, he ain't scared of death. Just want their name inside the song. That's a super stretch. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So please stop asking me. I don't think it's possible, bro. I can't go broke. I like to stay up out the mix. I don't want I don't think it's possible, bro. I can't go broke. I like to stay up out the mix. I don't want no smoke. I don't think it's possible, bro. I can't go broke. I like to stay up out the mix. I don't want no smoke. I paid it off with all cash. I don't want no note. You really good at everything, but I don't want your throat.